Good day, and much love to all of you guys that have been viewing my content. In today's video, I am reacting to the debate that Sneako and DJ Akademiks had on religion. So let's get this started and let's see, what makes sense in this video, what doesn't make sense. Let's point those things out.
Yes, we know that, but we also know that that's wrong. So we shouldn't egg it on. I mean, obviously, you're operating in it is what it is.
Sneako, morality, I keep telling you, is...
So I guess the video starts off, they was already discussing. I guess he started recording after that, or maybe it was recording before that, but yeah.
Based on perspective.
This tape video would have did crazy numbers in 2022.
Your perspective, your morality, like, for example, the law in this country federally says weed is illegal. You go to some other places, or let's say like Dubai, like drugs are bad, like you should be jailed. In other places, it's legal. Like, again, it's all about where you're at with perspective. There's no real right or wrong, right? The idea of someone, from
a political perspective, but not from a religious one.
Yeah. But in certain places, if you steal, like I forgot what country, depending on what you steal, you could get put to death. Over here, it would be immoral to put somebody to death because they stole something. You just like jail them or something. So even punishments vary. In some places, in other parts of the world,
Sneako scared. Here it is. Leviticus 20:13 states,
20 verse
if a man lies with a male as with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination.
Yeah, and they should be put to death. That's what it says. So it's all about...
What, damn.
Look it up. Google it.
I know. That's he said 1822. We talked about that. We finished your point.
No, it's 20 verse 13. That's the real one.
Oh, okay.
Google it.
Yeah, DJ Akademiks he's talking with some logic, right? Because it's true in other third world countries out there, if you commit such an act, you will be put to death, right? Over here in America, it's not like that, of course. They go by more civil type of laws. They don't put nobody to death for that, for those kind of acts.
You can't Google it?
1823?
No, the 20 verses 3. Read the whole thing. 20 verse 13. Because in Jamaica too, when homosexual activists say, well, why can't we get married? Why? Because it's still a law. It's called buggery law in Jamaica. If you do any PDA, holding hands, do anything with a guy in public, it's a jailable offense. When you ask a pastor, when you ask a politician, they're going to quote you this Bible verse. Their law sits on this Bible verse as being, this is immoral to any society. That's not the same thing in the United States. That's not the same thing if you go to another country. So who's right and who's wrong? It's like this idea, even about different religions. Religion, also, is a divisive thing. So you're telling me that there's a bunch of people, there's billions of people in India that believe that there are animals that are deities and all these things that they're praying and worshiping to. If you believe in Christianity, they're going to hell.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that those billion people, they're going to hell. But if you go to their religion, we're going to wherever.
You believe I'm going to hell.
Well,
and so do
exactly.
And it's the same thing in reverse. If you don't believe in that,
so you kind of agree with me. It's all about perspective. We all think each other are doing something,
but it's
and we don't know who's right.
But it's only about perspective if you don't have core beliefs about what is right and wrong. If you fully believe that this is the truth, that there's one God.
No, it's much more complicated than that.
But it's really not. The Muslim belief is that this is the truth, and that if you don't believe in this, you're wrong.
Is this your moral book, Sneako? 9:29. Fight those who do not believe in Allah and the last day, nor comply with what Allah and His Messenger have forbid. AK smarter than he looks, Lowell. Also, will you be Earl streaming tomorrow? Much love from the Bronx. Red Heart emoji.
Streaming tomorrow?
Absolutely.
You were on a train of thought.
By the way, you can put King James over there. You just put a King James version. So what I was trying to say is that it's much more than just right or wrong. It's about, a lot of times, whether it's the Quran, the Bible, the Torah, it's giving you a code of ethics that you're supposed to live by.
Right.
And it's telling you, well, if you do A, this is good. If you do B, this is bad. If you do A, this is where you'll end up. If you do B, this is where you'll end up. And a lot of us are living life on earth preparing for, in some religions, for an afterlife. Mm-hmm. And in certain texts or certain religions, there is no afterlife that has prosperity and, wellness and happiness and, virgins or whatever you might believe to be in a religion if you commit or you do certain things. But other religions don't care, or other religions think otherwise.
But don't you believe?
It's true. He's on a roll. What he's saying is true. Every religion is different. Christianity, they believe in. Of course, they don't want to go to hell. So, like he said earlier, a lot of people use religion as a device, right? Because it keeps them level-headed. Well, that's what I say. He didn't say level-headed, but that's how I see it. It keeps them level-headed and believing that, there's a God for them and there's a heaven. So he's definitely making sense. He's trying to see if Sneako understands what the heck he's saying.
Other religions are just wrong?
No, I don't.
Okay,
I think
that's the difference. You don't.
Yeah, me believing in Christianity, I believe that religion was created to give moral code to,
but not
people.
because it's true.
I don't believe
that's the difference. That's the difference.
Hold on.
It's true. Yeah, because people live by what the Bible say. They strongly agree with the laws of the Old Testament. Most people that go by the Old Testament. A lot of people go by the New Testament because they go by what they say, the good word of Jesus, so yeah.
The only thing, and that's why I said, if you ask me, I believe there's a spiritual connection with God. But the rule book that is quote-unquote religion, and the rule book, the Bible, the Torah, the Quran, I believe those are interpretation that men. They're all written by men,
no,
right?
No, the Quran was not written by a man. The Quran was written by God.
Oh man, hey, he sounds so sure about that. This is what you call he presented a statement like it's a fact, like he knows that this is what he just said is real and is true. That the Quran is the Quran is the only book that's written by God. DJ Akademiks just tried to tell him all books, pretty much, religion books were written by men. Because that's the reality of it. It was. There's really no evidence that we have this holy book that looks so magnificent that it's like, oh my God, that you can tell, you can feel that it's from a deity. We don't have any of that stuff.
That's the difference. The Bible was about teachings and it was the people that were around Jesus at the time. It's not the direct words from God.
So the Quran was written by God.
Yes.
Look at Akademiks' face, like so. Are you really sure about that? Look at his face, like come on, dude. You lying right now in front of your audience. You have no evidence for that, man. Like, come on, don't do that.
And where's the proof of this?
The proof is, you can look in history. You can see that it's been passed down through generations. It hasn't been altered in 1,400 years.
He said the proof is, and then he says you could look in history. There is nothing that shows us anything that God wrote anything. All of this was written by men, just like DJ Akademiks told you.
Even if it's been erased, people can repeat it.
The mere fact we're talking about religion, and there's like this clever saying about, they said, faith is like the substance of. Well, you can Google it. I don't want to fuck it up. I'll go
ahead.
All
right, go ahead.
Yeah.
I dare you to let me.
Faith is a substance of things hoped for, and it's the evidence of things not seen. Every religion is based on faith. And when you say it's written by God, you have zero proof. But
that's a fact. Every religion is based off faith. They don't care about any truth, any evidence. They don't care about that stuff.
Your faith. That's the proof, right? It's the evidence of things not seen.
Well,
so it's like
the proof is that of the witnesses at the time. You could look at the life of Prophet Muhammad, who was
faith is a substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. When you say it's written by God, who has witnessed this God? Or God, write it, or say the.
No one. Tell them again, DJ Akademiks. No one has witnessed this special deity writing this divine literature. This divine book, these letters. None of that stuff.
These words.
No, it was revealed through the angel Gabriel.
Okay,
it was revelation.
And
through the angel Gabriel, but oh my god, oh my goodness.
And ever since then, he ain't decided to reveal nothing to the homie Sneako.
It's the perfect book.
So he just told it to that one person. That one person got the plug.
Did not need to be revised. The same way there's prophets in Christianity.
And your proof of that is your faith, and that's what I'm saying.
Exactly. Your proof of that is your only faith, which is no proof at all, really. No evidence at all. It's just what you strongly believe because you heard it from the next man and the next man, and you read it in a book. But, if you put reality into it and you, put some logic into it, you will know, you will see, and you will feel it like, yeah, it's true, man. This is bullshit. This is all bullshit.
Reason why I don't...
No, not just that, of the eyewitnesses at the time. The people that were around the way.
Well, there's eyewitnesses that claim that they seen, 5 loaves of bread and a bunch of fishes fed 5,000 people, and they saw the sea get parted, and they seen Jesus touch someone, and that person had leprosy, and they were fine. There's a bunch of people who claim they seen a bunch of stuff. Who's right and who's wrong? It's faith, brother. Like,
then if you don't believe in anything,
we operate.
What was that? Oh, was it the burgers?
Yeah, we operate with these religion through faith. Like, we have to, like...
But you can't have blind faith. You have to have valuable evidence. It's faith also based
valuable
with
evidence. What's the evidence?
I said it 3 times. You keep asking the same question.
There's no valuable evidence. It's just your faith and your belief. That's the only thing someone who's part of a religion has for themselves, really. And to tell those... to try to convince others, which is not convincing at all, because there's nothing that you can show me that'll convince me that make me want to become a Muslim or a Christian, So it's just wishful thinking. That's all. Wishful pride, Guys, I'm gonna stop it right here. Please let me know what you guys think so far about their discussion. I feel like they had a good discussion. I feel like Akademiks, DJ Akademiks was thinking much more than Sneako. He was putting his mind out there, very open-minded on what faith, belief, religion, all of that, falls into when it comes to our thinking and how we see religion, so. Yeah, big thumbs up to DJ Akademiks for putting those things out there. Maybe that'll have give Sneako a new train of thought on religion, and your belief is your belief. That's cool, but when there's bullshit written inside these texts, that's not true. And you can't show evidence for it, it's not cool to put it out there and make others believe something that there's no evidence to show them, so comment down below, share your thoughts, share this video, subscribe to the channel, and thank you for watching. Peace out.